Guess who joined President Trump and Kid Rock for dinner at the White House last night?
Thank you so much.
Yep, fierce Trump critic Bill Maher.
We go through the whole dinner, and then after dinner, Trump gives Bill Maher a full tour of the White House.
Wow.
Incredible tour.
Kid Rock tells Fox and Friends that he set up the dinner, which, after all those zingers, the president was initially skeptical about.
Even the president kind of alerted to me a little bit, like, what do you got me doing?
He kicked me in the balls under the table, and then
like I knew he would.
He threw the spaghetti against the wall when I raised the subject of tariffs.
And I go, man, we're just trying to show people that, even though we've been pretty hard on each other, that when you get face to face, maybe we could have a little more civility in this country and try to bring people together.
Now think about how long this guy's been supporting Democrats, whatever. Nobody's ever invited him out and toured him the White House.
Yeah,
Ever.
right. Yeah.
President Trump did.
Mira, bro, you are not gonna believe who showed up for dinner with President Trump last night. Bill Maher. See, ese dude, the guy who's been roasting Trump for like 20 años straight, pulls up to the White House like it's couples therapy or something.
To Bill's credit, he went on his air and said, well, I can tell you this, the guy I've hated for 30 years was not present at this dinner. And, he told the truth.
As you know, 12 days ago, I had dinner with President Trump, a dinner that was set up by my friend Kid Rock, because we share a belief that there's got to be something better than hurling insults from 3,000 miles away. I had my staff collect and print out this list of almost 60 different insulting epithets that the president has said about me. Things like stupid, dummy, lowlife dummy, sleazebag, sick, sad, stone cold crazy, really a dumb guy, fired like a dog, his show is dead. There's 60. I brought this to the White House because I wanted him to sign it, which he did.
It could not have been better. Bill even said to me, after that, he goes, wow, that was, everybody's mind was kind of blown. Even the president's, I think.
I give him a lot of credit for inviting me. Which he did with good humor. And I know as I say that, millions of liberal sphincters just tightened. Oh my God, Bill, are you going to say something nice about him?
But that is the case whenever you meet people in person, right?
Yeah.
You get like a three-dimensional view of who that person is as a human being. It's scary when you see someone that you don't like look friendly. It's like, well, I was supposed to hate this person, and then it turns out that they're kind of a good dad. I don't want to hate someone who's a kind of a good dad. You know what I mean? And I think that's that visceral reaction where you start going I need to hold on to my view of this person that I hate, and I will fight tooth and nail to do it.
What somebody was just asking me about when I met him, what surprised me the most, and I said I was surprised that he really likes to listen to people. He's very curious and what
They
you have to say.
hated when I said that. Again, because I'm just telling you what happened. What, should I lie?
I guess so. I guess
Right,
that's
he
what they
kicked
want.
me in the balls under the table, and then
Like I knew he would.
He threw the spaghetti against the wall when I raised the subject of tariffs. No, no. So he's yelling at me about how, he said, I guess you forgot our dinner, and you've been captured by the lunatic left. And I said, I wrote back, always respectfully, how could I forget about our dinner? The people who hate me for it never let me forget it.
I'm sure they
One
didn't.
f***ing day.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, so I could not have forgotten about it. But you know what? I'm not going to stop doing my job. And he gets it.
Trump walks in giving me that look like, bro, ¿qué es esto? Why is Maher in my house? And I'm thinking, Señor, I just bring the agua.
No.
I got a guy who looked in my eye,
Yes.
was listening to what I said, waited until I finished, even when it was contradictory, when it was he never got blustery or mad about it. He said some things that I don't agree with and some things that I think are just, plainly not right, but he didn't get mad.
They talked mucho. And Willie Maher starts realizing, wait, Trump in person es muy diferente. He listens, he's curious, he's kind of nice.
Right.
And then I also made the point that, I went home that night and I was getting into bed in 60 Minutes. I taped it, and there he is on 60 Minutes, and he's like ranting and raving. I'm like, who's this guy? This is not the guy I met.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because people know him politically, and people can agree or disagree because that's politics.
100%.
But then you know him personally.
You're dead on.
What do people misunderstand about him as a person?
If I took you to dinner with Trump and we had dinner for an hour, you would laugh your fucking ass off for 45 minutes. And then when we got up and left dinner, you guys would walk outside and go, holy shit, you know, that was awesome. And I love this guy. This guy's hilarious.
We did the, can you see if you can get that clip up of him? This is the funniest shit, where the guy who runs Syria came on. So this guy used to be like
the one that came out today said, where are all my gays for Trumps? And the guy goes, woo! And he goes, you don't look gay.
Hold on, play this clip.
Where's gays for Trump? You don't look gay. He said you know gay. He said you don't look gay. This is it's the best fragrance. Come here, man. Okay.
Back
So what we'll do is just take that, Joe, put it in.
Look at everything he's got done in the last 8-9 months.
Some people are very upset about that.
But he texted me a few weeks ago yelling at me for, you know, because, you know, I say to my critics on the left, just couldn't you at least wait to see if I was seduced by this dinner? Because I never was. I went right back to doing my job, which is calling him out on the stuff where I think he is very wrong, and there's a long list of it. A lot of it is not basically the idea of addressing a problem, which I think he very often has good instincts to address this. It's how he's doing it. We can talk about that or not if you want.
It's the same with any president, though. I mean, nobody ever agrees 100% with the president of the United States and all their policies and whatever it might be. But I'm an American, and they're the president. It's like, he is your president. If you're an American, this is the president of the United States.
Right.
And it's going to be what it's going to be for the next 4 years, and then we all go out and vote again.
So MAGA fans, don't worry. Your boy gave me nothing. Just hats. Hats and a very generous amount of time and a willingness to listen and accept me as a possible friend, even though I'm not MAGA, which was the point of the dinner. And he said, you know, I've heard from a lot of people who really like that we're having this dinner. Not all, but a lot. And I said, same. A lot of people told me they loved it, but not all. And we agreed. The people who don't even want us to talk, we don't like you. Don't talk, as opposed to what?
If you look at what they did to that guy leading up to this election and the last one, it's pretty crazy. And when he would talk about draining the swamp in D.C., you know, he hasn't been as, you know, like going after the people that went after him the way that people said he would and whatever. The first thing he did was started meeting with all these people. And again, there are certain situations that I know about personally that, you know, to be honest with you, I don't know if I would have met with some of these guys. I'd have been like, fuck them. Fucking meet with these guys, you know what I mean? And he's not like that. Takes everybody's call, meets with everybody, and, you know.
Okay, that's my report. You can hate me for it, but I'm not a liar. Trump was gracious and measured, and why he isn't that in other settings, I don't know, and I can't answer, and it's not my place to answer. I'm just telling you what I saw, and I wasn't high.
So aquí está la verdad, bro. People love to hate from lejos. Even Maher had to admit it. The guy I hated for 30 years wasn't at that dinner. And that, mi amigo, is why the left is panicking. Porque once you meet Trump in real life, the whole narrative se cae al piso.
You can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.